Hi friends, this is Brian from BD's Shop, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about guitar headstocks, and in my case bass headstocks. It's a very important piece of the guitar or the bass, and what it houses basically is the tuning pegs. It houses the truss rod adjustment, which in this Gibson bass is underneath this black plate, so you have to unscrew it to get the truss rod. And it houses the nut, which lifts the strings off the fretboard. Now, there are two different types of headstocks. What you see here is 98% of headstocks. These are the typical headstocks in which the tuning pegs are on the lower side string, which means that the bass string here, the E string, is the shortest string, and as you can see, the G string is the longest string. Now, guitarists sometimes feel, six-string guitar players feel that reversing the headstock, and I put a picture of that on my website, is that the tuning pegs are on the opposite side of the headstock. So this is a true non-reverse headstock. And the advantage to putting the tuning pegs on this side is that now the upper strings are shorter than the lower strings. Now, guitar aficionados feel that that makes it easier to bend the strings. When you're playing a riff, you want to bend the note, make it cry and sing. That sometimes is easier. They also feel it maybe keeps the guitar in tune a little bit better. The same with this headstock here on this Gibson bass. The headstock has the tuning pegs on the standard side. I don't have any guitars or basses that have the headstock with the tuning pegs on the left side. So I just wanted to bring that out. The importance of the nut is that it lifts the strings off the fretboard. And you can adjust the height of the nut. You can have a guitar tech do that for you to make the strings either lower or higher. Now, the tuning pegs are obvious. In some Fender models, these are called lollipops. Not on the Gibson ones, they're smaller. But the truss rod adjustment under here is important because with time, and depending on changes in humidity and changes in the moisture of the wood that the neck is made out of, the neck tends to bend. And what happens when it bends is it lifts the strings off the fretboard. So you have a high action in the middle and a low action at the ends. And that's no good for playing. The truss rod adjustment allows you to straighten the neck by tightening the truss rod adjustment to bring the neck back into alignment. So those are just a few things about the headstock on a guitar or bass, and I want to do another short video because I'm limited on TikTok in terms of time, in terms of what is called a reverse body style. This is a non-reverse body style Gibson bass. This one is a reverse body style Gibson bass. We'll talk about that in a separate video. So thanks for watching, friends.